Let's check on the Inter Milan lineup, and no surprise that Inter start with the same lineup that clinched the Milan derby a week ago. Christian Vieri is still a week away from his recovery. Recent signings, Ivan Cordoba and Clarence Seedorf, have won a place in the first 11 fairly quickly here. It's a good spell for Inter. Di Biagio, Recoba and Zamorano in particular in fine form, as is the goalkeeper Angelo Peruzzi. For Lazio, Marcello Salas is the lone striker in a surprisingly cautious lineup. Veron is asked to get forward as often as he can to support Salas. Mihajlovic will play in some pain as he nurses his recent injuries, but otherwise Lazio are at full strength. The two experienced Argentines, Sintesi and Simeone, team up in the centre of midfield. Well, there's a real South American feel about this match, with Zanetti and Simeone, two Argentines, and Recoba, who's been in such impressive form this season, the Uruguayan. But the Olympic Stadium is almost filled to capacity. 76,500 fans have come to see second against third place in Serie A. Lazio currently have a 3-point lead over Inter in the competition. Both teams are, of course, chasing hard on the heels of Juventus. But this match will actually help Juventus, obviously, because a slip up to either of the two chasers will be a real help to them. Stefano Braschi is the man in charge of tonight's match. And Inter, fresh from the cauldron of the Milan derby, find themselves in another hot spot. A packed Olympic Stadium in Rome is a tough place to collect points, particularly when you're up against second place Lazio. But the early signs are that Peruzzi is up to the task as he comes off his line to gather that one. Well, Inter on a good spell of form. 3 wins in their last 3 games. Seen them climb up the ladder. Panucci going down the line. Simeone intercepts. Here's Veron. Simeone again. Lazio find some room for themselves down the right-hand side. Paulo Negro with the cross. Into Milan in their change strip of yellow and black. And another corner for Lazio. Well, Marcello Salas asked to do the job up front by himself today. No Alan Boksic in the lineup. The in-swinging corner comes in from Mihajlovic. As always, so dangerous from any kind of set piece. Well, he's had real problems with injuries lately, Mihajlovic, and Lazio want to rest him. But every game they play at the moment is of such an important nature, whether it's in the Champions League or in Serie A, that he's forced to play, really. Seedorf. Zanetti. So it's a very confident Inter that have come to the Olympic Stadium. Lazio also on the back of a win last week in Serie A, beating Lecce away from home by 1-0. During the week they had a 0-0 draw in Feyenoord in the Champions League, another good result. But they are finding goals a little hard to come by of late. All the more surprising for Salas to be left up all on his own. As Negro goes down the line, it's touched on. Veron waiting for some support. It comes, and it's a good move. Salas now, good cross. Well handled by the Inter defence. Cordoba getting the ball away. Sensini took a tumble, but Lazio keep going, and Veron tried to play a low ball into the near post, but it was well cut out. Kawe away for Inter. And an awkward looking ball there to Panucci. Laurent Blanc had just calmed things down. Kawe, Blanc The two Frenchmen combining. Blanc caught forward now. It's a great pace to the opening few minutes of the game. Nothing really that Nedved could do there. Well, Zamorano called for the ball to his chest and Panucci put it right there. Incredible accuracy from around 60 to 70 metres. Simic underneath the ball. Veron with an intelligent header to Simeone in space. He plays an early ball over the top. And Nedved into room. Good save by Panucci. Well, there didn't really appear to be any angle there for Pavel Nedved. He whipped it across. It may not have gone in the goal, but it certainly would have gone across the goal where Salas was lurking. But for Panucci's reactions. And another corner. Awkward as well, this one. Zamorano it was back at the near post. Mihajlovic again. Zamorano again. Blazed over the bar. All the pressure coming from the home side at the moment. It was Veron, and that was hit with such venom. Well, a fraction lower, and it would have been a brilliant opening goal to Juan Veron. And in recent weeks, in fact, throughout the season, Inter Milan have constantly complained about the refereeing in Serie A. They felt that there have been a number of occasions where they've lost points because of inadequate refereeing. So certainly in matches between Inter Milan and anybody, the referee is even more in the spotlight. So far, he hasn't put a foot wrong. And Lazio trying to find a way through here. Well, the shooting opportunity was very well worked there by Dejan Stankovic. The final attempt on goal was just snatched at a fraction, perhaps. He found the room, got past Zanetti before slicing harmlessly wide. Nesta. Now Inter Milan forward on a rare attack, and here's Recoba. Oh, he's put it in! First chance of the game to Inter Milan, and Recoba has absolutely thundered it past Marchegiani. Well, he is a genuine talent, this man. And Lazio, who have committed so much going forward, were really caught out somewhat at the back here. No one picked up Recoba. Nesta came across, but he doesn't need too much of an opening to really lash one in on goal. One touch, and he just overpowered the goalkeeper there. As Lazio were really caught napping at the back, and it's 1-0 to Inter Milan. Well, football is a cruel game at times, and Lazio, you have to say, have given everything so far in this first half. They've got nothing to show for it, and now they're chasing the game. Stankovic, quarterback out there with him. The linesman says it went over the goal line. Well, here's a look at the shot from Recoba. Well, Marchegiani did get a hand to the ball, almost two hands onto it, but he just couldn't get enough behind the ball. It was hit with such power to deflect it around the post. Great goal. It's Recoba's 7th of the season. As Mihajlovic takes the corner. Well, there's Nedved again. both sides are claiming that it should be a decision in their favour. Looks to me perhaps as though it came off a Lazio player, but we might see better here. Sensini, I think, had the last touch. Well, there's so many things happening so quickly. Well, with the benefit of about 5 replays, you can see that it came off an Inter Milan defender, so hard for the referee. Well, just on 5 minutes to go until half-time. It's the 3rd game in a week for Sven-Göran Eriksson's side, Lazio. Inter Milan hoping that in the latter stages of this game they can at least take advantage of that. No midweek exertions for them. But also no Ronaldo or Vieri to call upon either, as Salas goes forward and has been pulled down in the area. Well, it's been given right on the edge by Stefano Braschi, and Lazio are furious. Cordoba has been red carded. Well, where did that storm come from? It was quite a hopeful ball really for Salas. There, outside the area, the referee was quite right where the first point of contact was made. Both players were doing some of the holding. Cordoba was the last man, and it was deemed that he fouled Salas first, and accordingly he was given a red card. So now Inter Milan face over half the game with a man less. Salas, without a doubt, doing his role right to the limit, backing into Cordoba. Cordoba reacted by holding. Salas went down, and a free kick was given just outside the area. A correct decision by Stefano Braschi. Inter may not feel that way though, and they may regret it even further in a moment, because Mihajlovic is over the ball. It's almost as good as a penalty really for this man. Mihajlovic! Well, he even fooled me. Well, the wall is encroaching forward, and that's what is the hold-up for Mihajlovic. Cordoba is just staying to just see what the final act of this little particular play is. Mihajlovic, well, the wall just really jumped up. It wasn't too much of an encroachment. Well, Stefano Braschi is just having a bit of trouble keeping control at the moment. Cordoba wants to see what the final outcome is of his challenge on Salas. Mihajlovic is over the ball. What can he do with it? Into the wall. Mihajlovic again! Well, it's a corner. And surprisingly, Mihajlovic didn't get any height on his free kick. He's just a little annoyed with himself, taking it quickly, curled it into the near post. No height again from the corner, and Inter Milan survive, but for how long with a man less? Given also that all of the pressure has been on their defence in the opening 45 minutes. Seedorf into Nedved. A little kick on the back of the Achilles tendon there for Pavel Nedved. A chance for him to get that looked after at half-time. Inter will be hoping to survive and keep the goal intact until half-time as Peruzzi comes out, but he's dropped it. Veron, well, it's over the bar, but Kawe came in very late on one Veron, and the Frenchman gets a yellow card. And he also gets a piece of mind from several of the Lazio players. Veron, to his credit, doesn't stay down too long, back up on his feet. because this will be another free kick to Lazio and another chance for Mihajlovic, I suspect, but there's a real storm brewing in this game. Touched back by Stankovic. Veron saw that Panucci was well off his goal line. He had to shoot, but Kawe came in very high. And just a little bit late as well. So, another opportunity for Mihajlovic, almost identical to the last one, and this one's into the wall as well. Veron, given away by Panucci, inside to Nedved. Cross by Sensini, good header! Well, Simeone joining in from midfield, launching himself into the attack for Lazio. Salas couldn't get there, and it's half-time here at the Olympic Stadium. An extraordinary finish to this match, which has been one drama after another, really, in the first 45 minutes. Lazio with all of the ball and all of the pressure. Inter Milan with the only goal of the game on the counter-attack from Recoba. Then Cordoba was red-carded, but for now it's Lazio 0, Inter 1. Welcome back to the second half here at the Olympic Stadium. The news is that both coaches have moved at half-time to make some changes. Inter have taken off Recoba and brought on a defender, Michele Serena, as they try and hang on to their one-goal advantage for 45 minutes. And in contrast to that, Lazio have taken off a midfielder, Diego Simeone, and on has come Fabrizio Ravanelli as they try to find a goal from somewhere, which would really put them in the driver's seat if they could equalise. Lazio not performing brilliantly in the Champions League at the moment. Perhaps even struggling to make the quarterfinals as this ball comes to the back post. It's a brilliant layoff. And Panucci with an outstanding save of real courage. Well, Nedved has been threatening all evening here. And Angelo Panucci, who really does want to regain his #1 ranking in Italy in time for Euro 2000. He's perhaps third in the pecking order now of Italian goalkeepers, behind Toldo and Buffon. But he comes out and gathers that one easily. And these two sides will meet again in the final of the Italian Cup later on in the year. A two-legged affair, so they're going to get plenty more opportunities against each other this season. Ravanelli, if they keep producing matches like this one, it's something we can all look forward to, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, no foul. Nedved. Good ball to the near post, Ravanelli! Right across the goal. Salas pleads that it could have been just a little bit further forward for him. The cross came in from Pancaro. Ravanelli got a touch on the ball, but it just passed in front of Salas, in fact. Well, normally that's the sort of opportunity that you see Salas perfectly placed for him to just tap into the back of the net. Well, Inter Milan looking very resolute in their task at hand to just keep their goal intact. That's all they have to do. Negro forward to Ravanelli. First touch let him down quite badly there. Here's Seedorf. That was brilliant from Clarence Seedorf. Round 2. And a first time, well, a through ball rather, for Zamorano. Zanetti operating on the right-hand side now. Little ball across was aimed for Benoit Kawe, who joined in the attack. Well, this run from Seedorf was all class, leaving two midfielders stranded behind him. Now Salas flags down. Ravanelli at the near post. Panucci once again to the rescue. Well, Lazio, you feel, are getting closer and closer to a goal. And there may have been a touch from a defender as well. Panucci came out, and combining with Dario Simic, between the two of them, they somehow scuffled the ball away. And take a look at the corner count, 9-1 in favour of Lazio. Well, the Lazio club president, Sergio Cragnotti, has been in the media lately, saying that his squad lacks a solid base. Signs out that Lazio will jump into the transfer market in the not too distant future and try and stiffen things up. Sven-Göran Eriksson won't mind that, I'm sure, but it's a fairly handy squad on paper to most people, I'm sure. One transfer target could be Stefano Fiore from Udinese, but Inter Milan have also said that they would like his signature. So there's two sides competing off the pitch as well as on. As Ravanelli waits for support. It's a good ball across. Laurent Blanc was there. Here's one Veron. Thought about taking the shot himself. Well, they've got so many players forward at the moment, Lazio. It's a case of just who will take the shot. You can see there 6 white shirts in and around the penalty area. Stankovic with the final attempt on goal. Zamorano forced to chase his own flick on, and he's not too happy with the treatment of the defender there. There's Alessandro Nesta. And we know it's a tough job for the striker when he has to chase his own flick-ons. He really is a lone figure up there, Zamorano, as Stankovic continues to probe down the right-hand side. Anxiety all around from the Lazio bench and supporters. Sensini now is making way, and Sergio Conceição gets his opportunity. He was a regular in the side earlier on in the season, Sergio Conceição. Sven-Göran Eriksson's complex rotation system makes it hard sometimes just to work out who his regular lineup is, if he has one indeed. And Marcello Lippi is happy with what he's seen so far, but it's taking its toll, you can see that. Regular glances to his watch. Veron playing deeper and deeper, but getting more and more of the ball. Veron again, deflection, Panucci, great save. Salas miss it, the rebound. And another super stop from Angelo Panucci. Well, there was a deflection there, without a doubt, but the first stop was quite outstanding reflexes from the 29-year-old. Blanc got in the way, Panucci anticipating everything, had it all covered. Well, this is doing his national team chances no harm at all. But there's more work for him to do tonight, you get the feeling. As Sergio Conceição plays it on, Ravanelli's waiting, Salas is there. Well, Pancaro again getting forward down the left-hand side, and Ravanelli perhaps feeling that he was better placed to take the header than Salas there. Seedorf. Last year in this match, it finished Lazio 1, Inter Milan 0. At the moment, that scoreline is reversed. Nedved making ground down the right-hand side now. Kawe comes away for Inter. And the ball comes back almost immediately. Look at this, good stop again. Pancaro is like a fourth forward at the moment. Panucci's playing the game of more than one human being at the moment as well. Oh, Salas, free header. Well, it won't count. And Salas is saying the linesman's got it wrong. And we see here that Ravanelli was offside. Salas was clearly onside. He put the ball into the back of the net. The question is, was Ravanelli in the so-called zone of activity? Obviously the linesman felt he was, just distracting the goalkeeper enough to be involved in the play, and the goal was disallowed. Well, Simone Inzaghi has come on now for Paulo Negro, another attacker for a defender. Well, just on quarter of an hour remaining. Inter still leading by that solitary goal from Recoba. Biagio. Well, the flag was offside against Zamorano. Seedorf saying that he collected the ball and he wasn't offside. Sergio Conceição does well to get past his man. Little ball is an easy one for Panucci. And everything he's done so far tonight has been absolutely spot on. Seedorf will keep this one in. Sergio Conceição got past his man there fairly easily. The news on Ronaldo is that he is expected to be back for the final 5 or 6 weeks of the season as Panucci's ball comes in. Here's Seedorf. Cross. Chance here for Inter Milan. It's a goal! And it's Luigi Di Biagio again. And his second goal of the season comes in 2 weeks. He scored the winner in the Milan derby last week. And that could be the game-breaking goal here. Well, so reminiscent of the first half. It really is deja vu for Lazio. They had all the play, all the ball, all the chances, and yet Inter have all the goals. Well, Seedorf has been quite brilliant tonight, and that was such a clever ball to find Di Biagio between 3 defenders, and Marchegiani could not be blamed for that one. Well, he's in great form, the Italian international midfielder. Well, Lazio must be wondering where they go from here. They've done everything they possibly can to try and blow over the Inter Milan defence. It hasn't happened, and now they've got 2 goals to find. in a very short space of time. Seedorf, well, he looked to have done so well there with a ball that was never, ever his. That's a good touch on. There's Pancaro forward. Panucci off the line. Well, what do Lazio have to do to find a goal? You get the feeling that no matter what they do, they won't find a goal. Blanc, forward from the back. Is that a sign of the confidence in this Inter side now? Remember, they're a man less than Lazio, and Zanetti surging forward. They're going in search of a third. Well, Pancaro appeals for handball. He just carried on and it went right into the shoulder of Panucci and off the line by Simic. Pancaro again. Oh, he's done well. Across the goal, into the bar, into the net. Finally, Lazio has something to show for it. Gee, they've waited such a long time for that one. And Simeone Inzaghi, the substitute, has thrown Lazio a lifeline. Well, look at the players queuing up for this one. Stankovic was there, Ravanelli was there, and it was Inzaghi once the ball came back off the crossbar. This time Panucci was on his back and out of position. Now we've got a game on our hands. Sven-Göran Eriksson hasn't given up yet, still plotting on how they can possibly unlock the Inter Milan defence once again. Salas into Panucci. Salas was genuinely going for the ball there. And that might have been a push on in the back on Simeone Inzaghi by Blanc. But Salas was going for the ball with Panucci, and that was just a 50-50 challenge. Both players going right for the ball, nothing wrong with that. And Zamorano is making way for Mutu, who won the battle today with Vladimir Jugovic for the final place in the squad for non-European passport holders. Mutu, the Romanian international. Well, what's Mutu doing? It's a free kick to Lazio, there's no doubt about that. Mutu just hanging on to the ball for so long. Look at this. To get yourself into trouble very easily. Mutu again. Now, was there a trip? Mutu fell on the ball and grabbed it, so it's a risky thing to do. But Nesta with some contact. Mutu felt the contact and went down. Well, it's all a case now of time, and Inter trying to make the time go as quickly as possible. For Lazio, it's going way too quickly. Nedved. Corner. Still time for something. Taken quickly. Inter Milan not watching. With the cross, Panucci's at the near post. Everyone behind the ball for Inter Milan. Sergio Conceição. Ravanelli at the near post. Pancaro takes the shot. Back across the goal. Well, enormous pressure here. Loose ball, Panucci clears it. Here comes Pancaro. It's 2-2. Unbelievable. Giuseppe Pancaro, take a bow. Well, if ever a player has deserved a goal for his industry down that left-hand side, it's Pancaro today. He's joined in as many attacks as Lazio have had. Panucci was down under the challenge from Inzaghi. It was a loose ball. Pancaro really backed his technique to play the shot first time. And he hit it so sweetly. Blanc tried to get ahead in the way. We see what Pancaro had to measure up, and he had the measure of that opportunity. Well, Panucci touched the ball out wide. Inzaghi came in just a little bit late on Panucci there. And Inter are complaining about that fact. Panucci's very slow to get back to his feet. Well, extraordinary equaliser there. That's the challenge by Inzaghi that Inter aren't happy with. Perhaps more reason for Marcello Lippi's side now to complain about some of the refereeing decisions. That was so late. Panucci stayed down. Inzaghi saying, go on Giuseppe, hit it, and he did. And it was a great shot, no doubt about that. Well, that was a foul on the goalkeeper as the ball ran out to Pancaro. But the goal stands, and it's 2-2. Mutu fouled again, and once again as he goes down he tries to grab the ball with his hand. Well, 3 to go. Less than that, in fact. Well, the way this match has gone, there's plenty of time for more drama here. Even plenty of time for another goal, perhaps. Inter, the side less likely to find a goal, given that they must be tiring badly. Well, good shot, though, and a good stop from Marchegiani. Well, certainly all of the momentum in favour of Lazio. Just over 2 remaining. Pancaro still with plenty of running. Salas goes down. Seedorf's had a fine match today for Inter Milan. What a buy he's been. Ravanelli to Sergio Conceição. Well, it's still in play. Panucci comes. Well, at this stage of the match, Inter Milan would well and truly take a draw. And Mutu has really put himself about since coming on as a substitute. Verdon closing in on goal. Whipped across. There was Kawe. Virtually every player bar Seedorf and Mutu back for Inter. And they've held on. The team with 10 men for over half the game have come away from the Olympic Stadium with a draw. There's still plenty of ill feeling between some of the players. Christian Panucci and Nesta talking after the final whistle. But the fans will be talking for days after this one. A thrilling game here. and it's finished Lazio 2, Inter Milan 2.